Every fight this guy steps into turns into a full-blown spectacle.
Yeah, I think that guy that maybe called him out at the press conferences keyed him off because...
Epic, stylish, and impossible to look away from. Ben Whittaker is the man destined to bring greatness back to the sweet science.
Right hand cocked to ready to go.
His style thrills the fans, while his power crushes his opponents.
It was a big shot to get his signature perfection on. He's first on his feet.
Right now, you're about to see the story of how an ordinary anime fan turned into a dominant champion in his division. This is Boxing Game. Here we go. Ben Whittaker was born on June 6, 1997. From childhood, he devoted himself completely to training, determined to conquer the boxing world. Competing in various amateur tournaments, he began showing the world his talent, which was later recognized even by boxing legends.
My G. See this guy here? This is Ben Whittaker. Bad boy fight.
In 2021, he was supposed to head to the Olympics, but fate hit hard. After the death of his beloved grandmother, the fighter wanted to withdraw, but his father stepped in at the right moment.
My grandma sadly passed away, and I was very close to her, so I actually made the decision not to go, but my dad said it would be the right thing, and your grandma would want you to go.
We can pause, come back to it. Sorry.
Rebuilding his spirit, Whittaker still went to the Olympics. There, he confidently dismantled his opponents and cruised all the way to the final. But in the end, he suffered a heartbreaking defeat. That loss crushed Ben's Olympic dream, yet it became the beginning of something bigger. 2 years later, Whittaker made his professional debut. There, he showed almost unnatural striking precision, earning the nickname The Surgeon.
Yeah, I think that guy that maybe called him out at the press conferences keyed him off because...
Whittaker standing a little bit closer, good left hand down from Willings, and then swings himself off his feet. Quite unorthodox man, a good right hands here though from Whittaker as he throws.
Soon enough, he got his chance to fight for a title. His opponent for the belt was Ezra Aranyecha. Even before the fight, tensions exploded between the two, and Aranyecha showed the world what underwear he was wearing. The fight promised chaos and spectacle, drawing attention from across the globe. And finally, the bell rang. From the opening minutes, Aranyecha was beating on Whittaker as if he were a raw rookie.
Fair to say, the reason is that most of the time...
But simple domination wasn't enough for Aranyecha. He wanted to mock and humiliate his opponent. The showboater believed Whittaker was nothing and could already taste victory on the tip of his tongue.
Combination. Whittaker just going up and down with the jab.
But after quickly recovering, the surgeon got angry and decided to cut that tongue off.
Those attacks, he's been boxing for a really long time, Whittaker.
Whittaker began showing Aranyecha what real domination looks like.
A very good timing, accuracy spot on. I'd say great speed, good sharpness.
Soon, Ezra looked like a helpless child that can do nothing but poo in the diaper. Only the bell saved Aranyecha from Ben's lightning-fast punches, and as the code of honor demands, Ben tried to show respect, but his opponent made a truly ratty move. The surgeon was furious and ready to brutally punish him, but the crafty fighter landed a dirty shot. After that, Whittaker charged his fists with karma power and started serving brutal justice to that filthy rat.
This performance, a light heavyweight.
All this brat could do was cowardly run or beg for mercy by giving head.
What anybody needs to be doing.
But Ben Whittaker didn't know the meaning of the word mercy.
Left to the body. And one, at least, really got through.
In the end, the surgeon punished the dirty rat and won his first championship belt. As his highlights and followers exploded, more and more fighters wanted to derail the hype train. One of them was Italian fighter Stephen Leonetti.
Looking a little bit more relaxation before things get underway.
As soon as the fight began, Ben casually invited the Italian to dance. Then he started showing off his best Michael Jackson moves while still checking the durability of his opponent's jaw.
Got the good part in the ring right now.
Leonetti could only fire back occasionally. The surgeon then rushed in with a scalpel in his hand, slicing the Italian apart like pasta, and trying to take him from al dente to well done. Whitaker then made it clear he was so far ahead that he didn't even need eye contact to crush his opponent's skull. In the fourth round, the surgeon performed a full rhinoplasty on his patient. After another loud victory, Ben was eager to return to the ring ASAP, and 2 months later, he got his chance against Khalid Graidia. There was a 10-year age gap between the fighters. Fans expected a clash between an ambitious youngster and a battle-hardened veteran that earned his experience with blood and sweat. Right from the start, Ben went to work, eager to perform a rib resection on his opponent.
And trying to sink the right hand into the body.
Not forgetting to show the audience what he learned from playing Just Dance, Khalid kept trying to land hooks while completely neglecting defense. And Ben noticed instantly, sliding his scalpel under the exposed ribs. The momentum must have intoxicated him so much he fought like a drunken master.
Through the round. Can he follow it up? He looked for it again there, but he managed to drop the elbow on it bravely.
Performing yet another dance for the audience.
Whitaker's antics are...
He just kind of goes in here, embarrassing him.
Well, the referee...
Then he pulled the curtain string and ended the show.
Just obviously not enough. That was a 3-5 shot. A little bit of trouble here. Back up to the corner. 6 down.
The highlights from this fight exploded across the media, turning Whitaker into a superstar and earning him a demand for a title fight. The answer came quickly, and the date of coveted fight soon appeared on his calendar. On the line were his existing IBF belt and the vacant WBO light heavyweight belt. His opponent was an experienced fighter, Liam Cameron, who had 4 times more fights than Ben. Fans of the English fighter waited eagerly to see their idol shine.
That he's destined.
But after the bell rang, the surgeon looked like a faded shadow of himself. Cameron's sharp blades managed to trim Ben's beard after all. But in the corner, hearing his coach's instructions, Whitaker regained his focus. The English pit bull broke off the chain and began tearing into his opponent.
Just need to start targeting the body with the straight shots, Cameron. He's just
He forced Liam onto the ropes, making him absorb heavy damage. During an aggressive search for the knockout, Whitaker suddenly ran low on fuel. Seeing this, Cameron attacked the exhausted fighter like a python. For the first time in his career, Whitaker had to fight defensively. Near the end of the 5th round, Liam used a dirty tactic, shoving Ben through the ropes and causing injury. Writhing in unbearable pain, Ben couldn't even get up on his own. An ankle injury and a worsened neck problem forced him out of the fight. The judges ruled a draw, meaning the vacant title remained unclaimed. A devastated Whitaker left the arena in a wheelchair. Doctors predicted a very long recovery, while fans flooded Ben with support. But Liam had a different opinion.
Stay down and pretend you're hurt. Stay down and pretend you're hurt. Allegedly. You thought that's what they'd said?
Once your gas tank's gone, it's gone. There's no getting it back.
The desire to silence his opponent for slander pushed Ben to recover in a record 6 months. And in April 2025, the world saw Chapter 2 of their rivalry. As soon as the bell rang, Ben charged forward like a resurrected phoenix, taking the initiative. The surgeon pushed his opponent back to the ropes, reminding him of the terrible episode from the first fight. Liam answered with a cheap shot to the back of the head, hoping to injure Whittaker again. But dirty tricks didn't work, and Ben dodged the follow-up attacks like Neo.
Sharp, and he's going to be outboxed, and he's going to be taking shots. But it's about, can he tire him out down the stretch through the middle?
Frustrated and enraged with his helplessness, Cameron resorted to a sneaky Darth Vader move. In response, the cold-blooded surgeon needed just one precise punch to put his patient to sleep with no anesthesia required.
His legs are not steady, he's sitting down on the ropes, and Cameron has been stopped here, Buster has jumped in.
For the surgeon, this wasn't just a win. It was a deep and full breath after painful recovery and relentless training. After winning the rematch, he climbed to the highest step of fame. This story would be written in bold letters in his biography.
I have to ask you that. Listen, you had everybody boo me, man. They portray me as a bad guy. But at the end of the day, I worked very hard, my emotions came out, and I was roaring like a lion. If a little bit of dribble came out, a bit of dribble came out. But at the end of the day, Jesus is King, and He's the one that put the spirit in me tonight to perform the way I did.
All that remained was to secure another belt, and the vacant WBC silver title was waiting. Another contender for it was Benjamin Gavazi. Gavazi entered with a 19-fight win streak and was unbeaten, just like Ben.
Having a close look at it, and that is it. That is over, the stoppage victory.
The fight promised an ocean of blood and violence.
In this professional journey's 20th.
At the bell, an inspired Ben stormed forward like the rider of death.
Will struggle an awful lot on the back foot. I think he's got to try and be the boss.
Eddie Hearn, but in with Benjamin Gavazi, the battle of the Bens. Gavazi, well, what of him?
Gavazi could only charge like an enraged rodeo bull.
Close the gap with Ben, but so far Ben doing a
But Whittaker skillfully threw the lasso, turning him into a helpless calf.
12 stone 7 division. Lovely body shot and a big right hand.
In the first round, the Englishman forced his opponent to take a knee. Then a devastating combination scattered Gavazi's consciousness across the ring.
And the placement, look at this, big shots, Gavazi in a heap of trouble. What a knockout! Ben Whittaker shines at home in Birmingham in Brazil.
Winning his second belt, Ben firmly established himself at the top of the food chain.
Slight blemish, the draw with Liam Cameron, which was...
Only one fighter seemed capable of pushing him off, Greg O'Neill. When the bell rang, Ben fed his opponent armor-piercing hooks. Then he took him on a free roller coaster ride to roaring applause of his fans. Greg tried to tank forward but wasted all his stamina for nothing. That only fired Whittaker up, letting him soak in cheers like Freddie Mercury at his peak. Ben then clouded his opponent's mind with feints.
That have tried to do that and not have been quite successful yet.
Lovely use of the right hand, slippery skills of Whittaker.
Whittaker rocked his opponent and sent him into deep sleep.
It was a big shot to get his signature for Ben Shalom, and he's first on his feet out of the second round. Ben is on the apron, taking...
With that win, Ben added another name to his death note, proving Greg had no place in his kingdom of fame. After establishing dominance in the division, the Englishman could calmly sip his tea while waiting for challengers to his throne. But then, a fighter emerged who dared to throw down the gauntlet to Ben. His name is Jordan Grant.
Made the light heavyweight limit yesterday. yesterday, a good habit to get into. No time.
From the start, Whitaker controlled the ring, slowly pressing Grant toward the
There
ropes.
seems to be a couple of weight divisions between the pair of them. Looking for a right hand over the top there. Grant, he wasn't that far away with it.
You say that, Andy, but
Even found time to entertain the crowd with a new show routine. Then he went to the body, making it hard for Grant to breathe.
There's no real conviction in the shot, and he's expecting something to come back.
By the second stretch, Ben forced Grant to lower his guard and stamped a royal seal between his eyes.
Right hand cocked to ready to go. Huge right hand from Whitaker, who begins to dance.
In the third round, he fired the finishing shot, sending Jordan drifting among the clouds.
The backhand that came through is it wasn't even.
Oh, and he's starting again here and down right to the very start of the round. And Jordan Brennan, here comes the down from the corner.
Another knockout added to the collection, and Ben remained at the top as an undefeated champion. For his next test, they brought in Vlad Beluzhski, nicknamed Big Bad Vlad. Beluzhski always turned fights into blood-soaked wars. On paper, Beluzhski had the tools to dethrone the Englishman, but Whitaker had no intention of letting his hard-earned legacy be erased. From the opening seconds, Ben showed who was the real big and bad fighter in the ring.
Just a little bit of a loss of balance there, I think, from Beluzhski more than anything.
The surgeon carved into the liver area with precise cuts.
There's that left hand to the body again. He's trying to find a gap.
Then began opening up the head while entertaining the audience at the same time.
any slight confidence, albeit possibly even false confidence, that Beluzhski may have had, has been knocked out of him already.
Beluzhski, and then he paused Whitaker to encourage the crowd at the right-hand lead. And
the power shots left Beluzhski wobbling and barely standing.
Beluzhski with a little bit of trouble here, and goes down in a heap.
Soon he shelled up like an armadillo, hardly trying to fight back. Somehow he survived until the 8th round, when Whitaker finally got tired of playing cat and mouse.
Briefly, Beluzhski and Whitaker just...
Ben was ready to tighten the noose on his opponent's neck, but the referee stepped in and stopped the parade of violence inside the ring. Ben Whitaker is a star whose fire has just been lit and will burn brighter with each passing year. Write in the comments how you see his future. This has been Boxing Game. Thank you for watching.